Hello everyone and welcome back. How are you today? Write me in the comments below. My name is Nitzan Steinberg, Grandmaster, and here I am with you guys today. We will start to learn a session of the Pawns Endgame. It's really important for you guys. It will help you to win games, to draw games. It's so important to analyze and learn and study a lot of endgames. There are pawns endgames, queens endgames, and knights, bishops, rooks. It's a big word to learn and to be good in endgames, and we will try to do it today in our first video about it. So before I want to start with a very important thing for me, the YouTube channel, we have 490 subscribers. It's amazing. Thank you very much for watching and like the videos. It really helped me. Don't forget also in this video, if you like, only if you like, smash the button of like and subscribe my channel. It really improve me and give me just a push, motivation to do it better and better. So let's start with the first example, and it's really important. You can just stop the video, think by yourself, and after it to listen to me and to work it out. So white is going up, of course, and black is going down. So we have king against king and pawn against pawn. So how can we win this? So for example, we want to bring the king to e5. Oh, but king c4, so he will defend this pawn, right? And also attack this pawn. And because we don't have so much pieces on the board, we must play with his king. So we will go from here, and he will take the pawn, and after this pawn will promote to a queen, so it's not so good for us. But let's think, we would like to play the move king e5 while his king on c4, and it will be his turn, right? And he will play with his king, we will take this pawn and run with this pawn. So how can we do it? King to e6, king c4, of course, and now king to e5. And this is how to say, Zugzwang. This sentence, it's really important to know. Zugzwang, it's like a position that your opponent cannot play a good move, right? In this position, he must go with this king from c4, and there is no move. There is no good move, of course, just to play king b5, for example, king b4, for example, king c3, king d3. It's never mind. It's all just bad, because, for example, king b5, we will take the pawn, king b6, king e6, king c7, d5, king d6, king d8, sorry, king d6. And now if he's playing to e8, we will play king c7 and go with this pawn to promote to a queen. And of course, in this position, king c8 will bring the king to e7 with this promoting the queen. So it's just a game over, right? So king e6, very important. Not forget, we want to attack this pawn on d5. He must defend it with king c4, and now king e5, Zugzwang. So you learn very important word, the Zugzwang, and you will try to to use it in your games, okay? So yeah, this is our first example of this video. Let's do another one. So in this position, we will see it twice. One time with a turn of white and one time with the turn of black. So in this position, white's turn, and let's play, for example, king d5. He will play the move king d7. We will play the move e5, king e7, e6, right? And he will play the move king to e8. And now it's a draw. Why? Because king d6, king d8, of course, king e5, king e7, king f5, king e8, king f6, king f8, e7, king e8, and king e6. And this is a stalemate, of course, and a draw in the position, okay? So this is very important to understand. In such position, while white's turn, it's a draw, because there is no sense to go to here. He will go here, king d5, king d7. It's just a game over and a draw, and there is no opportunity and plan to promote this pawn, okay? So this is a draw. But if this position was a black side to play, you can see that, for example, king f7, we will play the move king d6. King e8, we can play here, several moves to win the game. Of course, e5 also winning, king d8, e6, king e8, e7, king f7, and king d7, and a promoting queen. Okay, so for example, in this position there is one move also that is winning absolutely, king e6, and now king f8, for example, king d7, and we are pushing the pawn to a queen. For example, of course, here if king d8, you will play the move king f7 and promote the pawn to a queen. So in this position, while black is playing here, it's a losing for black, okay? Black is just losing in this game because this is his turn. And now we're just waiting to play to f6 or to d6 and promote a queen. For example, if he's playing the move king e8, we have the move king e6. And now another question, where did you go, the black king? And we will go to the other side and promote to a queen. Okay, so this is also a game over and white is winning in this position. Let's see another example, very interesting example. So in this position, how can we win this position? So for example, you can play the move king to d6, but this is not good. Why? Because king f6 he will play to defend this pawn, and after e5 it's losing for white. He will play the move king f5, and now it will be a zugzwang to this king on d6, and black will take the pawn on e5 and promote a queen. So it's not good idea. But let's think. What about king d7, right? He will play the move e5, king e6, king f8. King takes e5, right? He will take the pawn on e5, and there he will play the move king to e7. Do you remember this position, right? It's the last example that we saw, right? So for example, king d7, e5, king e6, king f8, take king e7, and now this is white's turn, so it's a draw, like we learned, okay? So in this position, the best move is to play e5, and why this is a very, very brilliant move. For example, king g6, you will play the move king d7, king f5, king d6, zugzwang, right? The black's king must go, and you will take the pawn on e6. So it's game over, right? And if he's playing the move, for example, king f8, you will play the move king to d7, king f7, king d6, and now king f8, for example, you are taking the pawn on e6. He will play the move king e8, and now I agree, of course, that this king is now, is in front our king on e6, but while our pawn, moved from this 4 row, he moved to the 5th row. Now it's winning. Why? Because we will go, for example, here, king f8, and now e6. And king e8 is the only move. e7, king d7, and king f7. So it's winning, right? We're promoting a queen and winning. So this is very, very important you to know. In this position, right, now it's white's turn. But the pawn already gone from the 4 row. So it's winning for you. Also king d6, for example, it's also winning. King d8, e6, king e8, and e7, and king d7 with promotion. Okay, so it's really, really important to understand. If you have questions, of course, write below in the comments. So e5, and yeah, this is just a winning position. Okay, yeah, we saw everything, right? Yeah, we saw everything. e5, yeah, king f8, king d7, great. Okay, let's do another one. So why it's not working? Yes, this position, really, really interesting position. Okay, so we have 2 pawns against 1 pawn. Okay, how can we win this position? So the winning move for white is to play the move a5. And now let's see, king h8, king f6, king h7, king e6, king takes h6, king d6, king g6, king c6, king f7, king b6, king e7 take, king d7, king b7, and we are promoting the queen, and this king cannot resist this pawn to promote the queen. But for example, so you understand, right? a5, king h6, and just you're going to take this pawn to play king b7 and promoting the queen. But unfortunately, if this position was the black side to move, he will play the move a5. the best move in the position. And now king h5, king h8, king g6, king g8. And now let's go to take the pawn. But king f6, king h7, king e5 takes, king d7, king g6, king d5, sorry, king c6, king f6, king b5, king e6, take, king d7, king b6, king c8. And now, unfortunately, why a white is not is not area up, right? And is not promoting the queen. For example, king a7, just king c7, king c8, king c7, and of course it's a draw. King c7, it's a stalemate in this position. So you understand, a5, this is very, very important move by black, and it's just drawing the game. Okay, for example, in this position, take, yes, you're coming with the king. And now if you are playing the move a5, just king b6, a6, king a8, and a7, it's a stalemate. And black achieved a very important draw by him. So you understand, it's very important in the like in pawns endgame, you must understand each move, right? Each tempo is very, very important for the result of the game. So in this position, if it's white's turn, a5, with winning the game, and if it's black turn, a5, we draw the game. So this was the first part of our pawns endgame session. I really, really appreciate if you can like this stream, of course the video, and comment below your thought about it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here for you to answer everything that I just can to answer. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.